would have gotten wiped out that day if it hadn't been for the Air Force. They came in, they dropped napalm all over the place. It got like an oven with the heat.
Time Life Books and Boston Publishing bring you the Vietnam Experience.
We went to Vietnam with a pretty noble purpose, to help the Vietnamese people stop communist aggression.
The Vietnam Experience, the first book series that puts the war into historical perspective.
Everywhere you went, you felt like you were going to be attacked, and a lot of times I wish I could, I would be shot just so I could get it over with.
These are the books that let you take a close look at something many wanted to forget.
When one of my men got hurt, there was always an incredible feeling of frustration. We wanted to get even.
But who were they fighting? What were they fighting for? Find the answers as you follow the course of Vietnam's history and watch as its villages turn into battlefields.
No American flag, no apple pie. You just keep your head down and get home.
Join the soldiers at Pleiku, Nha Trang, Khe Sanh. Travel to Washington and learn why our leaders chose to escalate the war, while another side of America chose to oppose it. The Tet Offensive, complete withdrawal, the fall of Saigon.
I told the cab driver I just got back from Vietnam, and he was like, so what? So what?
Each book brings you closer to the answers, starting with America Takes Over. So call toll-free and take another look at the Vietnam Experience.
I love this country. It was a great honor to serve in Vietnam.
The choppers were so loud it would hurt your ears, and there was firing everywhere, and then they would take off, and it was very quiet. It was almost peaceful.
Time Life Books and Boston Publishing bring you the Vietnam Experience.
I didn't worry about the big picture. I worried about the little picture. The men in my platoon, that's what I cared about.
The Vietnam Experience, the first book series that takes an objective look at the war, putting it into historical perspective.
I felt I was fighting for a purpose, to keep communism off our shores.
Travel to Washington and learn why our leaders chose to escalate the war. Then discover the secrets on how they plan to finish it. Join the soldiers in the field as they battle the enemy and their own frustrations.
The experience over there was about 90% boredom. Really nothing to do. But the other 10% was absolute horror.
These are the books that let you take a close look at something many wanted to forget.
Wasted, bought the farm, stopped smoking. There are hundreds of terms used to describe someone being killed.
Re-examine the battles, the politics, the people.
I wanted to get home so badly, and then when I did, I didn't know what to do.
Each book brings you closer to the answers, starting with America Takes Over. So call toll-free and take another look at the Vietnam Experience.
The biggest feeling I had going home was relief. I was wounded, but I was alive.
To order your first book, call now 1-800-445-4100. It will be sent to you free for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Others will follow about one every other month. Keep the ones you want, cancel any time. So call 1-800-445-4100.
Daddy, what's Vietnam?
What's Vietnam? A question a child might ask, but not a childish question. A question that in the past has led not to answers, but only to other questions. What were we fighting for? Why didn't we just drop the bomb? How could we fight an enemy we couldn't even see?
Did all those people die?
Time Life Books and Boston Publishing present The Vietnam Experience, the series designed to answer the nagging questions.
Did we win the war, Daddy?
Each volume looks at the war from every point of view, no matter where you stood, You'll gain new insights into your own position, as well as those you may have opposed. You'll attend secret meetings at the White House and walk into an ambush to draw enemy fire. From Khe Sanh to Chicago to Saigon, you'll be there, learning much you didn't know about Vietnam and much you didn't know about America.
Why did we fight the war, Daddy?
Call toll-free and start putting the Vietnam experience into focus with Combat Photographer. You'll see what it was like over there from a perspective the media couldn't provide, an historic perspective that only now are we able to consider. It is important that we honor and remember those who gave their lives for our country. But honoring isn't enough. Remembering isn't enough. We must answer the question, what's Vietnam? For ourselves and for the next generation.
Will I have to fight in a war, Daddy?
Time Life Books and Boston Publishing bring you the Vietnam Experience, the book series that takes those frenetic years, slows them down, and gives you an objective view of what really happened.
The VC would bury poison punji sticks all over. Every step he took felt like a lifetime.
When we take incoming, I curl up like a baby and say every prayer I knew to make the time go by faster.
These are the books that let you feel what it was like to be there. At the Tet Offensive, the siege of Khe Sanh, the rice paddies of the Mekong Delta, the jungles of the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
We were in the open when they caught us in an ambush. Running for cover seemed like an eternity.
Join the men who fought as bravely as any Americans in any war, who never lost a major battle, yet came home to no parades.
When I got hit, I yelled for the medic. He got to me right away, but it felt like forever for that chopper to come and get me out of there.
Call now. Starting with America Takes Over, each book helps you understand why this became America's longest war, the Vietnam Experience.
My time in Nam was the longest year of my life. But what about those POWs who still might be there? Talk about an eternity.
To order your first book, call now. 1-800-228-3800. It will be sent to you free for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Others will follow about one every other month. Keep the ones you want. Cancel anytime. So call 1-800-228-3800. Vietnam. When it was over, 58,022 never made it back. And America is still asking why. Time Life Books and Boston Publishing bring you the Vietnam Experience, the first book series that puts the war in historical perspective and begins to give you the answers. These are the books that let you feel what it was like to be there. From the Tet Offensive to the siege of Khe Sanh, from the rice paddies of the Mekong Delta to the jungles of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Join the men who fought as bravely as any Americans in any war. fighting an enemy who was nowhere and everywhere. Men who won every major battle they were in, yet came home to no parades. Beginning with America Takes Over, each book lets you re-examine those years. This is the one book series no American can afford to miss. The Vietnam Experience. Only now can we begin to understand a war that took 58,022 lives. A war that is still touching us all. To order your first book, call now, 1-800-228-8500. It will be sent to you free for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $14.95 plus shipping and handling. Others will follow about one every other month. Keep the ones you want. Cancel anytime. So call 1-800-228-8500.
On target, 00532 miles. Looks like a piece of cake.
Even with millions of dollars worth of computerized guidance systems, heat-seeking missiles, and state-of-the-art avionics.
Fox 1, missile away.
It's still the cool steel nerves of the pilot that wins battles.
He's going down. Trouble. 2 bogeys in my 6. I'm out of here. Looks like I've lost him. Correction, he's on my tail. Just fired.
And you can fly with these pilots in the Epic of Flight, the Time Life book series that follows the history of aviation, beginning with the fighting jets. This is the book that lets you fly over Mig Alley in Korea and sit in the earliest jets with a gun's eye view of battle. Relive the war of 1,000,000 sorties in Vietnam. Dance across the desert in Mirage 3 during the battle over Sinai, and fly to victory over the Falklands in the amazing Harrier jump jet.
Taking her down to Speed Missile. Speed Missile. Now behind bogey is his 6. In range. Good missile growl. Fox 2, missile away.
Each book traces a different chapter capturing the greatest moments in aviation, highlighting the pilots that made the difference. And it starts with the fighting jets. So call toll-free and begin your adventure in the Epic of Flight.
Sierra Hotel. Bogey going down. Give me a vector. I'm coming home.
Call now, 1-800-453-3800. And get this free combat jet poster with your first book. Examine the book free for 10 days. Keep it and pay just $13.95. Others will follow every other month. Keep the ones you want. Cancel any.